Namaste yogis, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. So for today's early morning yoga, sunrise Hatha yoga, you want to have your blanket and your strap handy. Remember the rest of your props. If you know you need them to sit up comfortably or to lay down comfortably, you're welcome to have them handy. But for sure, your one blanket and your strap, you want to have them there. And we're going to find our way onto a comfortable seated position, so you can sit on your heels, you can sit cross-legged. If you sit on your heels, remember that if you have a bolster at home or a pillow, you can sit on it. Or if you have a blanket, you can put it either under your feet or under your feet and under your seats to release some pressure from your knees. And if you're sitting cross-legged, just make sure you feel comfortable. You're able to allow your shoulders to land right over the hips. And when you are ready, just relax your shoulders back and down. Rest your hands on your lap. Palms can be facing down. If you need to ground this morning, if you need some energy, palms facing up. So really whatever works for you right now. Relax your jaw. And just for a few moments, connect with your breath and see how is it you're breathing this morning. See if you can expand a little deeper into your tummy. Finding Dirga Pranayama, the 3-part breath. And as we continue to breathe in and out, remember that you want to follow the breath into every corner of your body. We're working with the lungs, but energetically we're working with the whole body. So think about your breath going as far down as your toes as you breathe in, and allow that energy to rise to the crown of the head. And as you breathe out, you might visualize the air leaving your body from the crown to the toes. Rising energy of prana as you inhale. Grounding energy of apana as you exhale. Rising. Falling. Rising. Falling. If you are comfortable with your Dirga Pranayama, you can keep it up. If you would like to bring some heat to your body, warm up your lungs a little bit more, and you can connect with your victorious breath, Ujjayi Pranayama. Imagine as if you had a mirror in front of your nose and you're fogging the mirror with your exhalation. Pay attention to the shape of your throat every time you exhale to fog your mirror. There is a gentle pressure. It's not raspy, it's not irritating your throat. See if you can keep that gentle contraction as you take your next inhalation through your nostrils. Keep your lips sealed, exhale through your nostrils, and continue to gently press your throat. Breathing in through your nostrils. Breathing out through your nostrils. We'll take 5 deep breaths. Pick your pranayama. wherever you are, we're going to take one more breath. Tuck your chin onto your chest. Blink your eyes open, bring your gaze forward, relax your shoulders back and down. You can use your blanket to come up onto your knees. And so when you are ready, finding your way onto your child's pose. You can go into a wide knee child's pose if that feels right. We're not staying here for too long. Extend your arms forward, forehead down if you want to create a mecha pose, or stack your fist and rest your forehead on your fist. Whichever version works for you. Notice if your glutes are connecting with your heels. Don't force, just pay attention. Notice if there is any sensation across your hips, along the spine. Make sure you're not upsetting the neck. We'll take 2 breaths here. Deep breathing into the back body, into the sides of your body, your tummy, all the way up to the chest. Releasing from top to bottom. One more breath, rising. Falling. Inhale your hands under the shoulders. Exhale, push yourself up, bringing yourself onto tabletop position. Press the mat away from you. Tailbone up as you inhale. Drop your tummy, shoulder blades together, look up. You can look forward too. Exhale, tuck your tailbone round your back, let your head dangle. Take a peek to your knees, make sure you have about a fist distance between them. Inhale, tailbone up, drop your belly, open your chest, look forward or up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone round your back, press the top of the feet on the floor. Inhale, lead with the pelvis and with the head. Exhale, tuck the tailbone round your back. We'll do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, curl the toes under, pick up the knees, and push back onto downward dog. You can walk it out if that feels right. Just take your time here to really get that stretch through the back of your body. If this is not comfortable for your wrist, maybe you have blocked sinuses this morning and it's just too much pressure on your head or your eyes. You can rest your knees on the floor, extend your arms forward. Try to create that extension of your back, tailbone up maybe. Draw the ribcage to the sky and continue to extend through the back. So whichever version works for you, you always have options. Just make sure that whatever you pick is suitable for your body, not so much for the mind. We'll take 1 more breath here. Push the chest to the thighs. And the next time you inhale, bring your knees onto the floor. And as you exhale, uncurl the toes, sit back on your heels, forehead down. Extend your hands to the front. And as you inhale, come up onto tabletop. Curl the toes under, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, uncurl the toes, sit back onto mecha pose. Inhale, table. Curl the toes, downward dog as you exhale. Inhale, table. Exhale, sit back on your heels. Watch for the knees, don't force all the way back. Inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Inhale down. Sit back as you exhale. We'll do 2 more at your own pace. Stack your fist, forehead down, and pay attention how does your child's pose or mecha pose, if you're there with your arms extended, feels. Watch your breath. We'll take one more breath here. Extend your arms forward as you inhale. Come up onto tabletop as you exhale. Curl the toes under and go back onto downward dog. If you choose, you may put your blanket out of the way. And when you're ready, inhale, walk your feet to the front. Exhale, bend your knees and a little more. Rest your tummy onto your thighs. Relax your upper back. Let your head dangle. Try to rise your toes. Relax your neck. Move your head side to side. Start extending your legs. Start pressing through your heels, but without sending the pressure to the lower back. Come back to center on the inhalation. Bend your knees more. Squeeze your bum, circle your arms by your sides, come all the way up, reach up. And exhale, bring your hands to the center of the heart, shoulders back and down. We'll take a few moments here. Find your Tadasana, weight to the heels, draw the navel in, roll your shoulders back and under. We're going to build some heat, so when you are ready, release your hands by your sides. March. So you want to let your knees come up and let your toes point in whatever direction they do. Bend your knees, make sure your knees and your toes are pointing on the same direction, especially the second toe right next to the big toe. Don't let your knees collapse. So once we are here, you're going to bounce the knees. And we're going to do the first round. I don't want to knock the plants down. So we're going to do the first round with a regular breath, just normal breath. So we're going to bounce the knees and bring your arms forward. Inhale. Bounce the knees, arms out to the sides. Exhale. Bounce your knees, arms all the way up. Inhale. Bend your knees more. Hinge at the hips. Bring your arms behind you. Don't let your head collapse. Keep the gaze on the floor. And you're squatting. Your toes are not gripping. So even if your knees are slightly in front of the ankles, they're not putting any pressure on the kneecaps. Awesome. Next time you inhale, arms in front. Exhale, arms out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge, and bring your tummy towards your thighs. Inhale, front. Exhale, out. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And find your rhythm. Inhale, exhale. Some of you who feel comfortable going a little faster, you can, but don't make it a goal. If you are familiar with the breath of joy and you're not dealing with high blood pressure, heart condition, or eye pressure, remember, even if you have the slightest of a headache, don't go for it. It's not worth it. So also if you suspect of being pregnant, all right? So you can do 3 inhalations for 1 full exhalation. Inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. You can exhale through your mouth, or you can exhale through your nose to cleanse your sinuses. To avoid building pressure in your head and eyes, and if you want to practice the 3 inhalations for 1 exhalation, instead of breathing to your fullest capacity, your lungs' fullest capacity, you might breathe just to 3/4 of your lungs' capacity. So first quarter, second, third, and exhale. So never go all the way up unless it feels safe for you. 3 more. Remember, you can continue to do inhale, exhale, 2 more. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, release your hands by your sides, shoulders back and down. If you are not dizzy, close your eyes, watch your breath. If you feel a little dizzy, keep your eyes open, bring your hands by your sides, wiggle your fingers. Don't let your mind wander. We'll take one more breath here, full deep breath. Bring your hands together at the center of the heart. So you can stay at the front of the mat. We're gonna go on our knees. I said to take the blanket out of the way, but actually, if you wanna put it back, you're welcome to do that. If you are on a carpet or have double mat, you don't need it, that's okay too. Make sure your knees are fine. Hands together, get together at the center of the heart. Inhale, your arms overhead. Exhale, hands by the heart, hinge at the hips, fall forward. The next time you inhale, right foot goes all the way back, knee on the floor, uncurl the toes, lengthen through the spine. Gaze can go up. As you exhale, curl the toes under, pick up the knee, plant the hands and step back on your downward dog. Stretching on this downward facing dog. Maybe walk it out. The next time you inhale, bring your knees down to cobra. Squeeze your bum, draw the navel in and lower. So baby cobra is fine. You can go a little higher depending on your lower back. Next time you exhale, use your knees, curl the toes, and come up on your downward facing dog and stretch. We are going forward. So on your next inhalation, rest your left knee on the floor, both knees on the floor, and step forward with your right foot. Lengthen through the spine, gazes forward, breathe. Make sure the knee is over the ankle. The next time you exhale, curl the back toes under, pick up the knee, and step forward. Bend your knees more, squeeze your palm, inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend the knees, fall forward. Inhale, left foot back. Knee on the floor. Uncurl the toes. Look forward. Fingertips by your sides. On your next exhalation, curl the toes under. Pick up the knee. Plant the hands, downward facing dog. Stretch. You can walk it out if you want. Next time you inhale, knees down to cobra, squeeze your bum, lower. And as you exhale, use your knees, downward facing dog. One more breath. Inhale, knees down on the floor, step forward with your left foot, lengthen through the spine, uncurl the back toes. Exhale, curl the toes, pick up the knee and step forward. Bend the knees more, squeeze your bum, inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, right knee on the floor, uncurl the toes, look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, stretch back. Inhale, knees down to cobra, squeeze. Exhale, back to downward dog. You may not use your knees. Push your chest to the thighs. Don't let your mind wander. Keep your body and your breath connected. You need your mind for that. Next time you inhale, knees down on the floor, right foot forward, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, curl the back toes, pick up the knees, step forward, bend the knees more. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to center. Other side, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left knee on the floor, uncurl the toes, lengthen. Downward dog as you exhale. Breathe. Next time you inhale, knees down to cobra. Squeeze your bum. Exhale, going back onto downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Next time you inhale, knees down and left foot between the hands, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, curl the toes under, pick up the knee and step forward. Bend the knees more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the center of the heart. Don't let your mind wander, watch your breath. We'll take one more breath here, full deep breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart, full. And right knee down, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees down to cobra, squeeze your bum. Exhale, push back onto mecha pose. Downward facing dog. Run, flow. Breathing deeply. Inhale, knees down, right foot between the hands, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, curl the back toes, pick up the knees, step forward. Bend your knees more. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, other side, reach up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, left knee on the floor, uncurl the toes. Exhale to downward facing dog and stretch. Inhale your knees down to cobra, squeeze your bum. Exhale, push back onto downward facing dog. Adjust your downward dog. Spread your hands wider, your feet wider if you need to. Send your tailbone up. Hollow up your armpits, your chest. Draw your blades apart. Next time you inhale, knees down to the floor. Left foot between the hands, lengthen. Exhale, curl the back toes under, pick up the knee and step forward. Bend your knees more. Inhale, come up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Find your breath. Bring your hands on your hips. And as you inhale, step back with your left foot. Heel to your foot further back. Bend the front knee. You want to make sure the back foot is slightly on an angle, so your left foot toes are slightly in. Balance your hips. So you want your hips in line with the long end of the mat. Front knee is bent, not passing the ankles. Your toes might be lifted. Press through the heels. Shoulders back and down. T position of the arms as you inhale. Breathe. The next time you exhale, shift your Virabhadrasana. Bring your right fingertips towards the right. And then release your arm on the thigh, forearm. Inhale, left arm circles in front of you. Open your chest, rotate your torso. We're putting little to no weight on that right arm. So you could stay here, hands free. Otherwise, you have gone too far. So really watch it. Feet are active. Next time you inhale, not circle your arm, bring your arm up. Exhale, push yourself up, warrior two, shoulders back and down. Next time you inhale, you're gonna lift the back foot, pivot the foot, and turn your toes to the center, going onto a lunge. Hands together at the center of the heart, breathe. You can move your feet wider apart to the corners of the mat if you need more balance. The next time you exhale, bring your body forward and bring your left hand on the floor. Inhale, bring your right hand on your lower back, rotate your torso towards the right. Press the back heel back. Activate both feet. Next time you inhale, bring your hand down, step back onto your downward facing dog stretch. One more breath, full deep breath. And on your next inhalation, walk your feet to the front, finding your way back onto your Tadasana. Bend your knees a lot, come all the way up, reach your hands, and then hands to center. When you're ready, bring your hands to your hips and step back with your right foot. From here, remember, you're gonna balance your hips. Back foot is a little bit turned into an angle, so your toes are slightly inward, so that's to protect your knee. Squeeze your buttocks, balance your hips, T position of the arms, shoulder blades together, warrior two. Breathe deeply here. Your gaze can go towards the left hand. Next time you exhale, fingertips to the front. Release your forearm on your thigh. Inhale, right arm towards the front. Open your chest and bring your arm by your ear if your shoulder allows. Remember, you're not collapsing. You are activating, elongating from the crown of the head. Next time you inhale, bring your arm to the sky. Exhale, pull yourself up, warrior two. Now when you're ready, pivot the back foot, turn your toes to the front, shift your hips to the front, front knee still bent. Lengthen through the spine here. Breathe on your high lunge. Pressing that heel back, pressing the back leg towards the sky. Gauge your bum. The next time you exhale, hinge forward, release your right hand on the floor. Inhale, bring your left arm up, and exhale, release it onto your lower back. Both feet are active. Take one more breath here, full deep breath. Next time you inhale, bring your hand down, and exhale, step back on your downward facing dog. Use this downward dog as your resting pose. Press your heels towards the floor, but without rounding your back. Relax your neck. We'll take one more breath here, full deep breath. And the next time you inhale, walk your hands back to your feet, hands to feet. Bend your knees a lot. Hands on your thighs. Come halfway, shoulder blades together. Squeeze your bum. With control, inhale, walk your hands up the legs. And exhale, shoulders back and down. When you're ready, bring your hands to your hips. Step forward with your right foot. Just a normal step, bend the front knee, squeeze your bum, and step forward when you're ready, shifting the weight to the right foot, bringing the left leg off the floor. Balance your hips, so don't worry how far you go onto your warrior three. Hands by your sides. Some of you might start hinging a little more. Bringing the body parallel to the floor, so the back of the leg and your spine, but don't make that a goal. Your standing toes are not gripping. And on your next exhalation, come back to an upright and step your foot down. Shoulders back and down. Hands on your hips. Take one more step forward towards the top of the mat with your left foot. Squeeze your bum. Bend your front knee. And when you're ready, shift left foot. And when you're ready, you're going to shift the weight towards the front. So left foot, sorry, I made a mistake. And then shift your weight forward, bring the right foot off the floor, and breathe. And even if you feel more solid or that you could go a little deeper on the one side, try to match left and right to the best of your ability. You can always go by the wall. Back foot is active. Breath is flowing. Fingertips are pulling away from you, so your shoulders remain away from the ears. And one more breath. Inhale, come back to an upright, step your foot down, Tadasana. Squeeze your bum, shoulders back and down. Take a few moments, watch your breath. Don't let your mind wander. When you're ready, bend your knees a little bit, just let them bounce. And bring your hands in front of you. Now allow the palms to face away from each other, thumbs down, fingertips up. Tuck your tailbone round your back, let your head move right in between your arms. Inhale here, and as you exhale, round your back a little more. Inhale, extend your arms, flip your palms up, and lengthen through the spine, reach your arms back. Exhale, bend your knees. Tuck your tailbone round your back, palms face away from each other, top of the hands touch. Inhale, open, flip your palms up, extend your arms, lengthen through the spine, shoulder blades together and back. Find your rhythm. Bend your knees, shift the weight to the heels. Don't let your knees collapse. Draw the navel in. Inhale, flip your palms up, lengthen through the spine, gaze up. Last one. And inhale, slowly come up, open. Exhale, back to an upright, shoulders back and down. Tuck your chin onto your chest, press the crown of the head to the sky. Breathe. When you're ready, bring your hands on your hips and bring your feet to the outer corners of the mat. So your choice to use your strap. I will actually use mine. You don't have to, but for me it definitely feels better in my shoulders. So if you don't use your arms, first you're going to allow your toes to face forward. Outer edges of your feet match the outer edges of the mat. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze your bum, balance your weight evenly on left and right, lift the toes. If there is no strap that you're going to be using, reach your arms up as you inhale, and as you exhale, side bend towards your right. And you can hold onto the left arm with your right ear without hyperextending that shoulder. Just make sure that it feels all right on your left side. If you're using the strap like I am, you're going to take your strap and have it shoulder width apart. And same thing. Hinge to your right. squeezing the buttocks. So think about pushing your body towards that upper right corner rather than to the side. Soften your neck. Next time you inhale, come back to an upright. Release your hands if you have them holding. And as you exhale, side bend to the left. Those of you who don't have strap, you can hold onto the opposite hand or opposite wrist. Either way, you engage your bum and you push your body towards the upper left corner. Your legs are extended. Your shoulders are not tensing. You draw them down, although you're pulling away with your fingertips. Notice how your blades have to engage. Next time you inhale, come back to an upright. As you exhale, release your hands down. Relax your shoulders back and down. Perfect. Lengthen through the spine. As you inhale, bring your hands behind you so you can interlace your fingers into chest expander. You can hold onto your elbows or you can hold onto your wrists. You could also use your strap. Lengthen through the spine as you inhale. And as you exhale, rotate your torso towards the right. Watch for that knee, don't torque it. And as you exhale next, squeeze your bum, hinge at the hips, and go towards the right foot. You can move your hands away from the body if your body allows. Stimulating the right side of your tummy. Relax your neck, don't tense it, but don't let your head just dangle. And we want to find that perfect place between Sukha and Sthira, easy and steady. So although you are in relaxation, we're not tense. We're not tensing, we're not relaxing. So find that middle place for you. Squeeze your bum and inhale, come up to an upright. Exhale, shoulders back and down. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. Lengthen through the spine as you inhale, squeeze your bum. Exhale, rotate your torso towards the right, left, and then hinge to the left. You can keep your hands resting on your back, or you can bring your hands off the floor, and that all depends on what your shoulders are saying. Once again, try to find that place for your neck so it's not tense, but it's not just hanging in there. It helps when you pull your hands away from the shoulders. It elongates the sides of your neck. You get a nice stretch. Squeeze your bum. You can bend your knees if you need to. Come up on your next exhalation. Shoulders back and down. Release. We're going to go back onto a seated position and we're going to extend the back from that place. No fancy way, just find your way onto your back. So cross-legged position. Maybe bring your right foot in front of the left just so that we can keep track of the stretch. Take your strap and place it behind you if you're using one. Awesome. We're going to work with our shoulders and our backs. Bring your hands together at the center of the heart, shoulders back and down. Inhale deeply here. And as you exhale, interlace your fingers. Flip your palms forward, round your back. We did this movement standing, and tuck your chin. Inhale, bring your hands to the sky. Push your palms up, bring your rib cage away from the hips. As you exhale, bring your hands behind you. You can interlace your fingers or use your strap that is already there. Lengthen through the spine as you breathe in. Hinge at the hips as you breathe out. Stay here. Breathe. You may move your hands away from the body, but you don't have to. Think about the crown of the head pulling your body forward, your torso forward, yet press your tailbone towards the floor. And not your tailbone, your seat bones. Next time you inhale, come back to an upright. Exhale, hands together in Namaste position. Shoulders back and down. We're going to switch legs. Inhale deeply here. Exhale, interlace your fingers, round your back, and let your head release forward. Inhale, bring your hands up. Push your palms up, bring your rib cage away from the hips. When you're ready to exhale, release your hands by your sides. Interlace your fingers or use your strap. Lengthen through the spine. Breathe in again. Breathe out, hinge at the hips. Now we're working with the left hip. Bring your hands maybe away from the body. Elongate the back of the neck. Take one more breath, full deep breath. Inhale, come back to an upright. And exhale, bring your hands together at the center of the heart. Take a few moments. You're going to find the Sukhasana that works for you. If you want to sit on a blanket, on a bolster, pillow, you can use your blankets to pad your knees. If you want to sit differently, you're welcome to do that. Just make sure that you're sitting tall. Press your seat bones to the ground. Press the crown of the head towards the ceiling. We're going to continue to elongate the breath by using Hakini Mudra. Fingertips touching, tips of the thumbs touching, and rest the heels of the hands against your sternum. Relax your shoulders back and down. Relax your elbows in towards the body. Tuck your chin onto your chest. Observe your breath. Soften your face, your jaw. Don't let your mind wander. We'll take one more breath here. If you need more time, remember you can always pause the video and stay here and continue to breathe. Otherwise, on your next inhalation, release your hands on your knees, shoulders back and down. Now, rest your hands by your sides, maybe fingertips on the floor, and allow your right ear to go to the right shoulder. And breathe here, maybe move your head like saying no. If you want more stretch, you're welcome to bring your left fingertips off the floor and push them away from you. Continue to move your head. When your chin goes down to the shoulder, move your head up and down like saying yes. And you find the stretch that works for you. Keep pulling your fingertips away from you if you need deeper extension. Bring your gaze slightly up and then forward. Bring your gaze to the center. Release your fingertips to the floor. When you are ready, bring your ear towards the left shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. Breathe here. And once again, maybe bring the right fingertips off the floor, pull them away. Once you find the stretch that works for you, maybe move your head like saying no. You control the stretch. You can relax your hand closer to you so that you don't have to pull a little deeper. It will feel good for some of you, not so good for some, so adjust. And when your chin comes back to your shoulder, move it up and down like saying yes, looking sideways. The next time you look up, stay here. Bring your gaze forward, chin is parallel to the floor. Bring your gaze forward and release your hand down. Relax your shoulders back and down. We're going to find our way onto our backs, no fancy way. Just make sure that your strap is handy. You can have your blanket under your head if you wish. I just want to make sure you will be able to hear me even here. All right. Perfect. Okay, so once on Shavasana, and pay attention how the body feels once you finally land here on your back. We're gonna get some stretches to relax your lumbar spine. Bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor and have your toes and your knees pointing forward. Relax your shoulders, relax your blades together and down. And as you inhale, press your tailbone onto the floor, find your lower back arch. As you exhale, press the tailbone, scoop the tailbone, press the navel down. Inhale, arching your back. Exhale, pressing it down on the floor. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. When you release, bring your strap on the ball of the right foot and extend the back of the leg. You can keep your left foot on the floor, or if you want, relax your foot on the floor, or extend your leg on the floor, and flex your foot. Both feet are active, both feet are flexing. Now as you hold the strap with your right hand, bring your left hand to your hip bone and allow your leg to go wide apart. Try to keep your pelvis balanced on the floor. Make sure both feet are flexed and we breathe here. Gaze can go away from the leg if you want and towards your left. The next time you inhale, very mindfully, bring your leg up, hold it with the opposite hand, right hand at a T position. Exhale, go onto a spinal twist. Now, if you like, from center, you can bend your left knee, lift the hip, and move it slightly towards the right to go onto a deeper twist, but you don't have to. It will just make your spine feel a little more even. But the other way, it also works. It just gives you more hip stretch. So whatever you want to experience today. Gaze maybe towards the right. The next time you inhale, slowly and with control, bring your gaze and your leg back up. If you went to the side, bend your knee, foot sole on the floor, return to center, and then let go of your legs and release them both onto the floor. Observe. We're gonna release the left side as well. So when you are ready, bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor, and just strap your left foot. Bring your foot up, flex it. You can keep your foot sole on the floor. If you did that on the other side, you can stay here, or you can extend your leg flexed. Bring your right hand to your hip bone, and as you inhale, open that left hip out to the left, or left leg. Okay. Breathe deeply. With control, on your next breath, bring your leg up. Hold the strap with the opposite hand and bring your left hand at a T position. If you went into that movement of the hip, you can bend the right knee, foot sole on the floor, hinge your hip, move your hip to the left, and then go into your twist towards the right. Remember to adjust your head to, if it works for your neck, to look away from that foot. You can look to the left or not. The next time you inhale, be mindful, bring yourself up. If you move your hips to the side, return to center. And when you're ready, exhale, release your leg onto the floor. You can put your strap aside. If you need any stretch before we go on to our final asana, you are welcome to get it done. So maybe bringing yourself onto happy baby or hugging your knees, rocking side to side. You can also keep your feet on the floor. A nice stretch for your quads and your lower back is bringing your feet apart and moving your knees side to side, moving the weight onto the edges of your feet. You can do all of them. Actually feels good. And when you are ready, you're going to return to center. Bring your foot soles on the floor. If they're not there, heel toe your feet together and allow your foot soles to touch. Let your knees flare. Now, watch it from here. You want to make sure that your neck is relaxed. Bring your hands behind the back of the neck and slide your hands up so that the back of the head rests on the floor, but your neck is not flat. Super important, no blanket under the neck for this one. Roll your shoulders back and down. Press the elbows onto the floor next to your rib cage. Close your hands into a mudra. So you want to close your hands into a fist. Actually, let's go for Adi Mudra. Bring your thumbs inside your fist. Don't strangulate the thumbs. Press your foot soles against each other. Squeeze your bum. Press the small of the back onto the floor. You can stay here and breathe. If it works for you, for your knees and for your hips, press the elbows to the floor and lift the hips off the ground without putting any weight on the neck. Your mudra is soft. What is lifting you is your glutes. Press your heels. Press the balls of the feet. Activate your toes. Watch for the knees. Please be careful on this one. Keep pressing the elbows down. And you can stay in butterfly on the floor. You don't have to bring it into a bridge pose. I'm gonna take one more breath, maybe go higher, and with control, release your hips onto the ground, relax your hands by your sides, palms up, and bring your body into Supta Konasana, butterfly position. You can stay here for as long as you need. You always have that option of pausing the video. Otherwise, on your next inhalation, bring your knees up. And as you exhale, extend your legs onto the floor. Those of you who want more Shavasana time, you can stay there for as long as you need and resume later to close our practice together maybe. Otherwise, on your next breath, bring the awareness down to your feet, wiggle your toes, your fingers, move your feet and hands, stretch your arms overhead and tense and squeeze every muscle tight, hold, stretch. Exhale, release. We'll do it again, stretch and tense, tight, 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 point or flex, squeeze. Exhale, release. Last one, stretch and tense, tight, 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 squeeze. And exhale, release. Bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor, move onto your favorite side, relax your jaw, relax your face. You're going to use your top hand to slowly help yourself up onto your seated position. And remember, you can sit on your props or sit tall. Find a seated position that suits your pelvis. Relax your shoulders, bring your hands together at the center of the heart. Tuck your chin, breathe. We're going to seal our practice with the sound and vibration of Om. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale to Om. Relax your jaw, your face. Inhale to the top of your lungs, expand. Side out. Again, inhale. Side out. Last one, breathe in. Let all tension out. Tuck your chin onto your chest, blink your eyes open, gaze forward, rub your hands together, shower yourself with your good vibes, shake off all tensions, all stresses. Thank you so much for joining me this early morning. Namaste, thank you.